Lights, camera, action.
Tonight, we enter the National Soldiers Orphanage Homestead in Gettysburg, PA, a place built for children left behind by war, where grief and loss become part of everyday life. Some believe the past still lingers within these walls. Tonight, we search for answers, listening for anything that refuses to be forgotten.
Stream Beacon, I'm a subscriber, so if you're watching, make sure you subscribe. My favorite show is Para with the Normal. Friend Mike Galliano. So anyway, we are in Gettysburg at what was the Children's Orphanage. This building here was built in 1836, opened as an orphanage in 1866. And the room we're in was the parlor. This is all the original brickwork, 2 fireplaces, windows.
They said they just removed drywall, and this literally was behind it.
Yeah, this has been hidden away for decades. The most interesting piece is this left rib bone that some people believe that may have been a child's rib bone, which just adds to the dark history of
There's the creepiness, right?
Exactly.
This used to be a gift shop.
It used to be, but...
And then they opened up these walls here, and they uncovered a fireplace. Two fireplaces and a bunch of other stuff.
Windows.
Yeah, the original windows.
And we know that this space was actually a Union field hospital. It's been documented that there were dead bodies in here, wounded soldiers, amputations took place. The arms and legs would have been stacked right out inside these very windows.
I can't imagine.
All of it. Just about every building in Gettysburg was a field hospital.
Yeah, we talked about that earlier.
They would basically drill holes in this floor so the blood would actually go right down into the cellar. So,
do you think that adds to a lot of activity here?
Oh, it probably does. Just the whole ground. We're actually on the battlefield. We're on Cemetery Hill, and there were a lot of soldiers buried in temporary graves. We believe children that came to the orphanage that died were buried in the backyard. So to this day, there's still 1,200 bodies in Gettysburg that were never accounted for. So anywhere you walk in this town might be the remains of a Union or Confederate soldier. So
a lot of unrest.
The aftermath of the battle in this town was horrific, beyond what your worst imagination would be. All these rotting corpses, dead horses and mules that were basically lit on fire. Smell of death is everywhere in this town, and what the local residents, citizens went through. A lot of people died of disease. Children would roam in the battlefields, pick up live artillery shells that would burst. They would be killed instantly. So
that's insane.
Aftermath of the battle was
crazy.
Just horrific. So this room was the dining room of the orphanage, and the space was wider. 80 to 100 children could have had their meals in this space. And the orphanage opened in 1866, and when it initially opened, it started off great. The children were really happy. They were well taken care of. They're getting a good education. General Grant would visit the orphanage in 1867, had his picture taken in front of the building with children. So the good times would last the first 3 years. But then there was a lot of turnover of the matrons that were hired, and Dr. Bournes was the founder of this place. He had to bring in a new head matron. And he brings in a woman named Rosa J. Carmichael, who is nothing like the past matrons. She hates children, the cruelest woman you would ever want to work with kids. She comes in 1870, and that's when all the dark history begins in this place, because the children were tortured or punished for any infraction they might commit. And her reign of terror would run for 7 years.
What makes a person that evil?
Well, people have tried to speculate that maybe she was abused or had the same treatment when she was younger, and that's all she knew. But yeah, it was awful. This room actually is very paranormally active. This would have been the backyard of the orphanage, all this ground. This is a more modern structure. Was built in the 1950s by an actual Hollywood actor named Cliff Arquette, who ran a very popular museum here. And if anybody remembers Hollywood Squares game show, he was Charlie Weaver, and he did a lot for early tourism. So these are just some pictures. The connection to the orphanage and the battle. The key players are Felinda Humiston, the wife of Amos Humiston, who's pictured on the other side. He was a soldier that died on the first day of the battle. As he lay dying, he held a photograph of his 3 children, Frank, Frederick, and Alice. And that was the last image he saw before he passed away. And that would be the connection to the orphanage, because that picture would wind up in the hands of Dr. John Francis Bournes, a surgeon volunteering for the Union Army. And he circulated this picture in all the major Northeast newspapers because nobody knew who the fallen soldier was. Amos Humiston, pictured there.
Okay.
And nobody knew who he was because he didn't have any ID on him. So the doctor would locate his wife. He would be founder of the orphanage. Felinda Humiston worked here the first 3 years, very well liked. And that's the connection from the battle to the orphanage.
Oh, I got you now. All right.
Yeah, so then this is where the children play. There's shots of the
backyard. The back of it here.
And that's the children are practicing soldier drills.
Now, what was the youngest a child or a boy?
Children could be as young as 4 or 5, and they would usually leave when they're 15 or 16 because they were considered young adults and would go out looking for work.
That's a real photograph. Wow, it's a real photograph.
That's a regular photo in the backyard.
Just think of how much stuff is still in homes today that people have up in attics.
And what we found
in
that little space.
How many walls have been dried over?
Yeah, they're still finding artifacts on the battlefield. They still find live artillery shells on the battlefield.
That's crazy.
The last soldier that was found in 1996. The remains of a Confederate soldier.
Really?
Yeah, there's still a lot buried underground in the battlefield.
Earth just takes over.
Obviously, you can't metal detect on the battlefield.
Right.
Or, so yeah, a lot of stuff. On just my own ghost tours in the last year, 3 different people have told me they saw a man inside that closet. And the man has always seemed to be dressed in gray, which makes us believe it could be a Confederate soldier.
Okay.
And one was a boy about 12 years old a year ago. I said, when you saw this man, were you afraid? He said, oh no, he waved to me. And I got a cold chill after that. Any more questions? But this room is actually very active. There was a group in here from Florida not long ago. One of the men dressed in a Confederate. He got pushed out of one of these benches on the floor, and they were in a private investigation. When I came down, he was shaking from the experience.
I bet.
All their cameras, the hard drives all fried on them that night and stuff. So let's continue our walk here. We're going to go to the cellar.
Want to head down the basement?
Let's go to the basement where all the fun happens.
All the fun happens.
So in this cellar, Rosa saved her cruelest punishment. She would actually shackle children to the walls of the cellar.
And they're still here, aren't they, the shackles?
This just one. Just this top part. It's called the tie wire. There goes our dead bell.
Yeah, the dead bell and cat bell's going off, but I was near that. If you're hearing that, that's...
Well, the bell won't go off if you're near it. It's more like an EMF detector.
Yeah.
So the cat bell probably lit up from the vibration.
Yeah, that's true.
But she would shackle children to the walls. She would place children in a barrel like that in the corner. She'd fill the barrel with cold water. 4 or 5-year-old children in there, their wrists tied to the barrel. If they weren't tied, they probably would drown.
That's awful.
And people sitting down here will get pushed from behind. Not long ago, 2 different tours right in that spot. 2 people were pushed very hard. One woman was angry because she thought we had somebody hiding back there.
Oh, like pushed her.
And you could actually see this going back and forth, which it never moves even with the air conditioner on. We've seen round balls. About a month ago, our tour guide standing there, our guests are all sitting, and a ball rolled from behind that curtain all the way across the floor into the feet of the guests.
It rolled uphill.
Rolled uphill, and we captured it on camera, which was cool. People do get scratched, get pushed out of their seats. It's we think there's something very dark in this.
Yeah,
I mean, most people will believe Rosa's here, and I would agree, and children, but there's something nasty.
Something behind it.
Cellar. Many mediums have picked up on the same type thing. And
is it non-human, you think?
I think so. They've been described as having hooves, claws, and a tail.
Oh wow!
Which makes me feel great.
Yeah,
really. I live here, and And when you have three mediums that don't know each other, that were here over like a 4-month period,
Right.
one guy talked about it, next woman drew a sketch with hooves, claws, tail, and the third one said there's something demonic down here. So
Well, we don't want nothing demonic.
no, we don't want nothing like that. But. And then down this passageway, watch your step bike.
We're at the orphanage in Gettysburg. If you can, we'll be on for a little bit. If you can share this out or have any questions. But I'm with Thomas now. He's giving me a quick tour. We don't got much time, unfortunately. This is a busy time of year, but they were gracious enough to let me come in and let our viewers see this. So shouts out to Ghostly Images of Gettysburg.
Yep.
If you're not following them on TikTok, please do that. Facebook.
Or
all over
town, ghostlyimages.net. You can get tickets.
There you go, yeah.
Tours.
So this is the hole where they would stick.
The hole that most commonly called the pit.
The pit. This is the. The shackles are fake, but
yeah, nothing's authentic in there. But
you can see. Well, here, let me turn this. There's how dark it would be if you were here, and that there's light coming from the cellar, but this is the pit where she would stick kids in here, huh?
Oh yeah, they could be in here for hours or days, even a week, and little food, mice that children would say rats were nibbling at their fingers and toes, and no windows, no natural light, total darkness in this entire cellar. You can't see the hand.
What type of activity do you get back in here?
Oh, people will say they get touched or things happen in here. I personally don't go in here too often.
Oh, don't you?
I'm not as nimble as you are, Mike, but it's people get a lot of emotions,
Yeah.
heaviness in their chest. Some people can't come in; they turn around and leave. So, there's just a dark vibe in this building.
Well, if you are here and you can hear my voice or understand what I'm saying or my emotions or energy, I apologize, or I feel terrible if you're still stuck here or something, some type of entity or whatever you called it, unhuman, unholy thing is keeping you here. All right, let me see if I can get out of here without smashing my head.
Yeah, careful.
Oh,
you're pretty nimble.
Yeah, for an old man.
All right.
So you want to do an EVP for the people?
Yeah, I got my recorder.
Get your recorder. We'll try an EVP.
All right. A very amateur ghost hunter who visited Gettysburg for 20 years. I can't tell you how many times. I love it here. I stayed in a lot of cool buildings. My equipment was always basic. A little digital recorder, flashlight, and a camera. Today, folks will spend tens of thousands of dollars.
All that equipment.
And on all my tours, I will do EVP sessions, and very often we do capture voices or bells going off.
The bell goes off.
And there is one spirit in this house who I know that follows me around. His name is Adam. And on just about every tour where somebody has a birthday, he wishes people a happy birthday. So I'm going to see if I can get Adam, not to say happy birthday, but
maybe he'll talk to us.
Say it's like hi to Stream Beacon or something like that. All right, Adam, here's your chance again. So there we go. Oops, why didn't it turn on? Because it's... God, I can't see. Do we... Any children with us down here tonight? Tommy, Emily, you're live on Stream Beacon. All right, Adam, my friend, you were kind enough to wish a woman happy birthday earlier. Are you able to say hi to Stream Beacon TV? All right. It should be on slow play, so my voice will sound slow.
What was that?
Sounds like a growl, doesn't it?
A growl?
I didn't hear it with live.
Ooh, that's
Definitely,
creepy.
no, we
That
do
sounds like
hear
a dog, but there was no dog barking. Listen to that.
We do get growling.
Listen. There it is again.
I didn't hear either.
That was weird. It was.
Yeah, I know.
It
I
sounded like
didn't
a
hear
dog, but you got to understand he has it on
Yeah.
slow play, so it
Yeah.
slows it down.
Yeah.
So fast play, it probably was some type of growl or some kind of.
I didn't hear it.
No, there was a car or something that went, but that wasn't a car. That was.
Let's try one more for Adam.
All right.
Adam, if you're able, can you say something to Stream Beacon? Say hi, hello.
If you're able, can you say something to Stream Beacon? Say hi, hello.
Nothing.
Yeah, maybe he's not.
Maybe he's
he don't get paid for that. He only gets paid.
We'll get the. This is the direct link. This is a J Prather build. This is an ITC device. What's nice with this is there's no antenna. I'm the antenna. So you can hear how it basically changes it.
Yeah.
So we'll adjust the sweep rate. All right, I've never been here before. This is the first time I've been into the orphanage, so we had a little bit of time for me to come and do this. So I have a device in my hand that bridges that gap of communication that we can hear. We can't normally hear you with our own ears, but this device will allow that. So if you come through and try to talk, we may be able to hear you.
Rosa, are you down here tonight? Rosa?
There's a quiet voice that just come through. Can you say that again? I'm saddened. Tom has told me a lot of news. I'm really saddened by what he's told me about the abuse that went on here over the years to children. Are you ashamed of yourself for doing that? If there's any children here that would like to talk, I have a few minutes. I would like to interact and talk to you. I have some children at my house. Can you set the bell off? Any certain names, Tom?
Tommy or Emily? Are you here? Tommy, Emily? Emily, you like to interact?
You good on time?
Yeah. Well,
Ish.
we'll hear them when they come in. This is a picture that captured a little girl that we think's name is Emily.
Let me turn that around so we can show the viewers. Give me 1 second. So this is a photograph that was captured.
See a little girl
Let
sitting.
me turn on.
The red light is from the REM pod that's in front of it. And that image was captured right at the end of that bench by the water barrel.
Oh, wow.
And this was about a year ago, and about a month ago, somebody captured a similar image in the very same
seat over here.
Yeah, same sex.
Who was the little girl? Who's the little girl? A little girl. I can't.
Royal.
Who's the little girl that we just seen in the picture? So that you think that's Emily?
That's what I think. She comes through a lot. She's a director.
Emily, I'm sad that you're still here. Are you stuck here? No?
It's ready. Waiting for connection. Now in SB7 mode.
Just gonna make sure upstairs is ready. You can stay.
Okay. Okay, Tom just went upstairs. I am in the basement of the orphanage. I've never been here in my entire life. I lived in PA for a long time, but I've never been to the orphanage in Gettysburg. A couple years ago, I was fortunate that they let me go to the Jenny Wade house and investigate. And tonight, they'll let me investigate here at the orphanage. We're between tours, so we've got a few more minutes. I'm gonna have to cut this off. But this was our first live for Beacon, and we wanted to, on the bells going off on TikTok, and we're gonna try to keep doing them on TikTok as much as we can. If you guys don't know me or a little bit of my background, I own a jail and run a jail in Georgia. So I'm gonna try to do more lives from there. It's a haunted jail built in 1913. But I have the first contact running from Jay Prather. It's another device. Uses your body. Are they here yet?
Not yet. I'm just making sure this room is cleared out for them.
What's that? Hey, I heard you. Who just come through and said hey? Can you hear or see me? Who said hey? Talk. You're coming through. Can you speak one at a time? Or speak a little louder? Technicians assist. Technician, can you come forward and give me somebody's name? Or your name? You just say something? Did you say something?
No.
I literally just heard a voice.
Did you really? I didn't say anything.
Like I heard, I thought a female come in.
Really? No.
So I just heard a person's voice. Like a disembodied voice. I thought it was Tom or one of his workers come in. I heard you talking. Of course, now we have the HVAC.
Oh, yeah. You know what? I mean, it's up to you. If you want to go into my apartment, that was part of the orphanage.
All right, let's go see where Rosa lived. Yeah, I don't know who was talking.
That's interesting.
It sounded like a female.
No females here.
Well then. Oh, he said Rosa lived up here?
Yep, our living quarters.
So there's probably not too many times that people got to go into here.
Not too many.
So I'm gracious to.
Come on in.
Well, she had a nice apartment.
Well, it's nice now.
It is nice.
It wasn't all her apartment. The kids slept up here.
Really?
Yeah. This was the nursery where the younger children likely slept.
Above the orphanage in Gettysburg. Talking to Tom from Ghostly Images.
Yeah, the aftermath of the battle was just words can't describe what
Right.
the local people went through. You could smell the air, Baltimore, Harrisburg,
The rot. If there's anybody that can hear my voice, can you come through and speak? You heard me? Okay. Yeah, if you hear something, say what you hear in the comments, because sometimes it happens so fast. I can hear it when I replay it, but I don't hear it live.
Okay, Charlie.
There's something there. I'm getting some voices coming through now. Maybe some ghost chatter. Technician's assist. Technician, if you can hear my voice, can you bring somebody forward to speak? I'll save this, and then I'll rewatch it, and it's crazy. Like,
Oh, yes.
So if you're speaking to me and Tom, or Tom and I don't hear you, I apologize. But your voice will be heard because I'll play this back, and then I'll make sure that I put it out that people can hear you. So is anybody, Tom, that we should be?
Well, I could ask my friend Adam. I don't know if he can come through on this gadget. Adam, are you here with us? Oh, well, I know you're here, but can you come through on this device, Adam? Say hello. Adam. What about Dr. Bournes? Dr. Bournes, are you with us?
EMF detector going off. Kate, I don't know what that was. Can you make that light up the whole way?
I heard my name, but it could be wrong.
What's that? You heard Tom?
I thought I did, but I'm not sure.
Tom? I just got goosebumps. You know who Tom is?
You all know me.
How do you know Tom? Yeah? You're getting a little more chatty now. That sound like Tom. I think I heard Tom a couple times. Can anybody say my name? It's part of the research that I do is using devices in different places, and it almost creates, to me, like they can be recognized or some type of memory to the device itself.
Yeah.
I get a lot of, hey, Mike, and even in with my profession, being a career firefighter full-time, and being around the stuff that I've been around, I think it leaves a mark on me that's very easily recognized by that world. So
my brother was a firefighter in Gettysburg for a lot of years.
Okay.
EMT. He had some sighting. He's not into the paranormal that much. He saw things in the battle. He saw a woman floating.
that's insane, dude. Like I would like,
Yeah.
that's what people like us want. You know what I mean?
Well, I saw it. My first experience was on Little Round Top when I first started visiting, and it was after hours. The park used to close at 10. It was 10:15. I was with my sister, very foggy, and I said, we need to get out of here so we don't get a summons. And I'm driving on the summit of Little Round Top, and we both saw marching out of a fog ring about a dozen Union soldiers.
For real.
Uniforms, muskets, marching. I looked at their faces, all of them white as a ghost, no expression, no emotion, nothing. We both said, did you see that? You know, it happened so fast.
I can't imagine.
There wouldn't be reenactors out
No.
there at 10:15 at night, and you're not even allowed to be out there.
Right.
You know? So that's why I kept coming back.
They got you.
They got me good.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys turn that light on. You do it for me all the time. It'd be nice to have a witness. Actually, one night I went on, we had a direct descendant of that Amos and Felinda. Their great-great-grandson came to Gettysburg for the very first time. Took the tour. I invited him up here because his great-grandmother lived here too. And when I said goodnight to him, I walk in here and that light turned on by itself.
Really?
As if they knew there was a direct descendant of the family.
Oh, okay.
The Homistings is their name. So that was interesting. Bob.
Bob?
Ron.
Can you come through and...
Ron was the guy's name that I just talked about.
Was it?
Ron Hood.
Hey, that said Ron.
Maybe they remember. You remember Ron Hood when he came?
Who's Ron Hood? A little kid laughing. There was a little kid that just laughed. And I think a lot of times too, and a lot of the stuff that we do here, since there's no time on that side, it's almost like it's a residual type voice that's captured somewhere in time, and it seems like it's
certain spirits are attached to a building or a location, and a lot of it's seeing soldiers on the battlefield.
Right.
They're just reliving
everything over, just replay. Hey, hello, kids. Can someone come forward and speak? Technicians assist. I heard no. Did you hear that? Can you give me more than one word answer? Where are you at? We can't see you. What's it look like around where you're at? Can you see? See something? What do you see? You can answer me, but why can't you tell me what you see? What's it look like? Are you with God or Jesus? All right, since we're upstairs and we're away from everything, what's in the base? What lives in the basement of this building? Can tell me what's in the basement? Is there something bad in the basement? Should we be afraid to go in the basement? You're coming through, but not real clear. Does Tom have anything to worry about living here? I'm hearing a couple kids.
You guys like me, don't you?
Do you like Tom? Does he take care of the place? We're getting a lot of chatter. You heard no. Everybody like and please share yes.
Dr. Bournes, are you around? Sometimes you like to speak. Dr. Bournes, are you ashamed of yourself?
What did he do?
He was the overseer.
Oh, with that chick?
Stole money.
Oh.
Con man. Not a good guy. Right, Doctor?
Dr. Bournes, they said you were a bad person. Is that true? That was a male voice that come through. Is that why you're stuck here? You're afraid to be judged for what you did when you were earthbound? You stole money and let that woman hurt the children? Almost sound like the word stop. Could be. Maybe they're mad because we're calling them out. We're going to leave and they're going to be all pissed at Tom.
Well, that kind of happened. When I first moved here, I was getting, I think, Rosa's voice. And initially I thought she was saying nice things to me, but then when I started to question her about what she did, then it was a little
So Rosa
Rosa,
she still come through?
Yeah, I think she's picks and chooses when she wants to. I think she feels like she's still the big star of this place, and one medium says she like floats around because she's more important than anybody else. So yeah, I think not always, but she's around sometimes.
Rosa, where are you at? Someone said you fled town. Is that true?
Rosa, where did you go when you left?
I keep hearing that bird.
Huh?
I keep seeing the bird. The bird in the window, I hear it. I just seen something in that window. If it may have been a reflection of the bird.
Maybe.
Rosa, are you here? We're in your place upstairs. No. That was pretty clear. The female said no.
And a lot of times when I ask, I'll get the response like she's not here. Or something.
Yeah, so it could be another spirit saying she's not here. Is there anything that I should know or something that somebody wants to tell me that can hear my voice? Do you need to tell me something? Is there something I can do for you? Do you need prayer?
Years ago when I first moved here, I got a voice of a kid named Joseph, and I clearly heard him say that Rosa broke his arm.
Really?
And then a couple days later, I was asking, is Joseph still here? And somebody said he crossed over.
Really?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. What the hell was that?
It might be downstairs doing
slamming it.
Animated, something going on. Maybe. I don't know.
We just heard a loud slam. I felt it. It could be a tour downstairs, but I mean, do you get a lot of stuff that happens?
When there's no tours, I can be in there and I'll hear a strange noise, and then sometimes because I'm used to it, I start to say, "What the hell was that?" Like
the house settling maybe.
I don't know, but it's hard to know.
Do you need prayer? Hi guys, thanks for joining in. If you just joined in, we're at the orphanage in Gettysburg. We're actually in Tom's apartment on the second floor.
Second floor.
Where Rosa lived.
Part
the
of it.
kids, part of it. The bell's going off. I have a device, ITC device running now. We're just trying to see if anyone wants to come through. We're getting some voices. We were downstairs and we were fortunate to get a little time in the basement, but
We did hear almost like a...
I heard a disembodied voice, and then that EVP was like a growl or something you caught.
And we do get growling down there.
Yeah, I mean, So, if anybody can hear my voice, we captured a voice downstairs. It almost on a recorder it was almost like a growl. Can someone tell me what's in the basement of this place that growls? What is that? Should we be afraid of the basement? What's down there? But again, thanks to Ghostly Images of Gettysburg or Tom.
Pleasure.
Flipping around here, talking.
Pleasure. Come visit us. in
Yeah.
Gettysburg. Jenny Wade House, Orphanage, and other tours, and two of the most active buildings in town.
Yeah.
No doubt. So,